Hi everyone, welcome back to TaraChessAcademy. Today we're going to be looking at an example of the middle game. So this was played between Alekhine and Yates. So the game started off with d4 and Yates responded with knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3, d5. So you can see here that he doesn't play knight c3 and go into Nimzo Indian with bishop b4. So here at this point, there's a few options like b6 to Queen's Indian, and there's also bishop b4, which is the Bogo Indian. But d5 is played, striking in the center. So knight c3, bishop e7, bishop g5, castles e3, knight bd7. So here, Alekhine plays rook c1, so he wants to kind of create this pressure along the c file, and also with his next few moves, queen c2 and bishop d3, he uses the queen with the rook and the bishop. So black takes on c4, bishop takes c4, and knight d5, trying to release the tension. So here, the best move would be bishop e7, and we would have like this kind of position. But Alekhine wanted to try something different, even knowing that 94 move that he played wasn't the best because of queen a5, and now black is just fine because here the king can't castle. Black has more space that they're gaining, and they can continue like this, and they're developing much easier. So this position is good for black, but he went for 94 anyways, just to try to spice things up. So here Yates played f5, which really weakens all of these squares, especially e5 and e6. So now e5 is just a permanent hole, and the knight can eventually use that as an outpost. So bishop e7 and just knight ed2, e5 also creates some more weaknesses. Bishop d5, he takes d5, castles. So a5, knight b3, and knight c5. So here, would you rather take with the pawn or with the queen? Well, if you take with the pawn, this is fine, but Alekhine wanted to control the c file, and by just doing this, he forces the exchange of queens and leaves himself in a really good endgame. So queen c5, rook c5, and now you can see that this e5 square has been really weakened by this f5 pawn push. So b4 is played, rook fc1, both rooks are on the c file, bishop a6, and knight e5. So white has the c file in control, and also this knight's outpost. So rook eb8, and here Alekhine played an interesting move. So you can pause the video and think. So here he played f3, idea being to activate the king, and black just played b3. So white doesn't want to give black any counterplay, just a3. h6 is played, king f2, king h7, h4, rook f8, king g3, rook f8, rook goes to the 7th rank, rook c7, bishop b5, rook 1 c5, bishop a6, now rook 5 c6, because now it's on the 5th rank, and rook e8 is played, king f4, so black's just completely paralyzed in this position. King g8, h4, bishop f1, g3, there's no real targets. Bishop a6, rook f7, rook c7, rook g8, now knight d7, threatening knight f6 because the g pawn would be pinned. So king h8, but here Alekhine just ended the game very nicely. So you can pause the video again and try to figure out what he played. So here he played knight f6 anyways, because if takes rook h7 would be checkmate, and rook gf8 was played. So now just rook takes g7, rook takes f6, and even though black's up 2 now, they're just getting checkmated after just king e5. And if the rook goes back, this will just be checkmate, and there's no way to stop white just completely winning. So I hope you like this game and saw some of the instructive lessons behind it. So I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.